Well, could this be the final run of the year is the question. Has to be a good one, so we're heading up to Inverary, so we'll see how that goes. So what have we got? It's 25 to 10, even though it says 25 to 11. 366 miles today, so we should add another 100 or so into that, I would hope. And more than enough fuel to get us to Dumbarton for the first stop. I've got actually no idea what the temperature is today, but it's not as cold as it should be, which is a bonus. So, stand by to a footer with this helmet. After me losing my mic cover last week, and the last time I did it, it was quite noisy. So it should be a lot better this time, and I've got my Nolan helmet on today. I just purchased a Scorpion Belfast Lux open face, which I wore it yesterday, and it was really quite nice. Yes, we could sit and discuss the safety aspects, but I suppose the way I describe it is that I cycle as well, and I've got a plastic polystyrene hat in my head, and still cycle at 13-40 miles an hour. So I don't know what's right and what's wrong. Do I wear a crash helmet on the push bike? Anyway, we're on the road. As I say, the bike's done 360-ish miles, and just still in the running in phase. However, certainly doesn't slow the bike up at all. I think in the manual it says something like 135 k for top gear. Really? Let's go and break the law. It's because BMW says we can. So for those of you who don't know this area, A736, not that I'm into road numbers, is the Barhead Road. We'll head up here to Burnhouse, cut across Bar Mill into the Beath Road, down towards Lochwinnoch Junction, and onto the motorway to Erskine Bridge. So thus far I have fitted a crud catcher down at the bottom of the engine over the exhaust to the link pipe. I have fitted an oil cooler guard, something I said I wasn't going to do. I was trying not to get drawn into fitting protections onto a bike. Why did the company not have the bike protected before you start? I know it's all about customising the bike, but at the same time it's all about it's extra money. If they made it protected in the first place, there'd be no need. Anyway, moving on. Oil cooler guard, crud catcher, both with the obligatory bling. R Nine T written on it, which is very nice, very customised. I have got a GS sump guard, and this is one that really amuses me because the engine is from the original GS R series. A lot of the stuff fits, so I got this sump guard, and it was really cheap. It came with all the brackets bar one bolt, and the said bolt cost me a tenner, obviously £6 or £7 for a new one plus delivery. So for a sum of £35 I got a really nice aluminium sump guard. I've also fitted a wee screen in the front. Once again I was trying to avoid the screen thing. It's a naked bike, and a lot of my friends were going, yes, get a screen, get a rack, get panniers, and I'm thinking, no, I didn't buy a touring bike, I bought a fun bike. And yeah, so be it, you could, if you wished, toured on it, but today is a typical type of drive I want to do, is go out and enjoy. This part of the journey, to be fair, is pretty straight roads, and due to the temperatures this morning I'll be taking it kind of canny till the sun comes right up as best as it can, because I can actually feel the pressure on my chest. There must be a slight wind. I will say it does feel quite cold. I've got the heated grips on, getting them het up, if het is a word. So we'll crack on and we'll continue this wee update further down the line. Oh, I'm sure you heard that bit of music. Just arriving in Burnhouse and cutting across to Barmill over to Bees, and I would say this is the type of roads for this bike. On that note, this is the type of roads for any sort of bike really. I suppose what I'm really saying is most bikes I've had are very touring orientated. Yes, they always stick the word sports tourer in the middle of it, but the reality is that it's more tour than sport, I would say. Unless it's a sports bike that's actually more sports than tour. But still taking it kind of conny, you just don't know what's round these corners road-wise. Didn't rain last night I'm aware of, so you should get a nice clear road. So really fun. And the engine has certainly got, as I mentioned before, engine braking. So you can spend a lot of time on the throttle, just using it to slow the bike. I mean, even on this hill, close the throttle and the bike speed is coming down, right down to 30, which is just perfect, no brakes required. And yeah. Right, get back to the bling. We covered the crud catcher, the oil, and the oil cooler guard, and the wee screen. I fitted a hugger in the back, power bronze, and I mentioned the last time that it didn't really seem to fit right. Still waiting on a response. Come on, power bronze, what are you doing? I'm going to have to phone you. So hugger and a wee bit of steamy windows here. got a skid guard on the differential at the back, which I covered the last time, and we've got the engine bars Wunderlicht, there might be actually no T, and it is they are fully stainless. I think I've covered all the bling per se. However, I have got a rack on the bike now. Now here's a story. A rack. Not a rack to stick a top box on or load it up with luggage and all that sort of falderal. It's a rack probably just to put on a small bag. I'm looking for a brown one, funnily enough, to go with the seat, and it is just for puncture repair outfit. Today I am wearing a rucksack with puncture repair outfit, and I've got a camera in it. I have went as far as bought a leg bag, but not too many changes. Running about with my European style leg bag, but as you can hear, nice rasp off the exhaust. So yeah, really enjoying the bike. Seat, as I mentioned before, looks horrendously uncomfy, and it is not the worst. Fuel economy I haven't really figured out yet, because I haven't really had a constant run. Maybe get some sort of understanding today. I'll need to fill up when I get to Dumbarton, and we'll see what we get for the tank. Running in probably isn't the most economical thing, because you're up and down gears and such like, whereas if you were touring, God forbid, or cruising, whatever you want to call it. Like any smaller bike than the one I had before, it is very manoeuvrable. Even this morning, taking it out of the garage, I pushed it. Oh, a diverse! The rack! The rack. This rack on this bike is, and you maybe saw it in the video at the start, is a one-off. It was made by a very good friend who's very skilled. So with a wee bit of design from other racks in the market, and a wee bit of milling, and then the friends let's get the rack made. It's more fun to make it. I wouldn't have liked to put a price on it, to be fair. Whoops. And it's made of stainless steel, solid, and all welded up, and it is really catching some attention. The weld standard is amazing. I suppose we'll just cut to the chase. Mr. Henry Roy, made it. Please don't phone him. Please don't say he'll make one for you, because he won't. Obviously, being a one-off, it was trial and error, and we opted, due to the design of the 9T, not to disconnect the battery, so we didn't weld on the bike. So a lot of it was tack weld off, put it on, bend to shape, then do the full weld, check it, and work our way through it. And at one point we had to make I would say a basic fixture, but clever enough to clamp two bits of the rack together, allow us to remove it from the bike, and once again tack and check, and eventually we got a structure that was solid. We could weld it all up, and then we put in some bars at the back so that we could have something sitting on it, and it's all welded up, and then all cleaned up, all the weld burns removed, and just a bit of polishing to do, and it looks absolutely stunning. Right, it continues. We're in the proverbial slow moving traffic per se, because we've got a horse box, I believe it is. But we're just entering the motorway, so just a wee kind of review. This is dual carriageway now, so we can just top gear roll on all the way to 70 mile an hour, effortless. I love it. I think the torque in the bike is amazing. What I will say is I'm only just reviewing this bike. It doesn't make any other bike less or more. Somebody champed at the bit here to get by the van. You can just wait. So we're continuing. Still quite cold, but it's dry. And be short blast down this bit of the motorway. As I say, boring. Going back to the suspension I spoke about before. It really works on the undulations in the road. Not really happy when it comes to rough ground. I don't know whether it will slacken off any or whether it's just a feature of the kind of basic suspension this vehicle has. But can't have everything. So here we are, just fighting the headwind. On the note, the wee screen, as you can see, that's roughly where the air starts, which is just above my head, or thereabouts as it comes up. So it's actually a wee bit of plastic there doing the job. So let's just rolling again from top gear. That was the legal limit and a smidgen more, just to clear the traffic. As I mentioned also, the engine's, the bike rather, not the engine, the bike's got a temperature gauge. I really haven't figured out whether that is measuring the air temperature, or sorry, the engine temperature on the outside, or whether it's measuring the oil temperature. Interestingly enough, when I turned it on this morning, it said that engine temperature was 13 degrees, which is probably right enough in relation to the actual air temperature, because it was relatively warm this morning. So I've got a feeling it's measuring oil, but I do not know. So maybe something a little bumpy that I need to look at. So we're almost finished this section of motorway, and then we're going to cut onto another bit of motorway, and then that'll be us onto the Erskine Bridge. So almost there, and get some fuel, and we'll head up Arica up to Inverary. Probably coming back down and get the ferry back at Dunoon. So we'll see. Right, now heading apparently up to Tyndrum. It would be rude not to film this. It's a scenic place on a sunny day. It's Loch Lomond. It's a place where words escape you.